Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Monica Pai A. Right, so if you look at the S&P 500, will finish slightly lower on Thursday session, dropping by 0.6% or 38.77 points to close somewhere around 6,830 points level. So I think the market retreated as the fresh spark in the oil prices, which also has sparked uh, by the new attack in the Middle East war, right? So this has reignited fears that inflation will stay high and force the Fed to keep interest rate elevated or higher for longer. So I think we can do expect a cautious and also defensive opening in today's session as traders weigh in the resilient US job market together with the ongoing threat of the energy shock. So I think this 6,800 support level remains supportive for the overall movement is still in sideways or consolidation, right? So for the China A50, right, China A50 futures will finish slightly higher on Thursday after surpassing this 14,700 on a previous session, which also gaining roughly around 1.12% to settle at 14,606 as the market reacted positively to the start of the two session meetings. So I think despite a slightly lower GDP growth target, which are around 5%, I think investors were encouraged by Beijing's commitment to the tech investment and also a fresh 5-year plan focus on AI as well as high quality growth. So I mean, we can now expect a firm trading session in Friday or today, right? As traders look for more specific detail in the domestic stimulus. Uh, as for the WTI futures, WTI crude oil futures, well, search on Thursday, roughly gaining around 3%, 3.69% to settle at 78 uh, dollar level, right? Per barrel, hitting the I think the year high for now. The market skyrocketed as the war conflict entered. I think 7 days, 6 days, right? With the report of direct strike on the oil tanker as well as the continued effective closure of the Strait of Hormuz, right? So we do expect extremely volatile and also a bullish opening for today's session as the you know threat of the prolonged global supply shock completely overshadow the recent concern about the raising US inventories. Looking at our Malaysia market, our local market, both KLCI as well as FKLI finished slightly higher on yesterday, with the KLCI index gaining 0.88% to close at its daily high of 1713.2 points. So I think the market stage a recovery as investors return to bargain hunt for the blue chip stocks after the index briefly dipped below the 1,007. I think earlier this week, right? So I believe that we can see a positive to steady opening into this session as the local sentiment is posted by the central bank decision to keep the interest rate steady. Okay, so if you look here, as I mentioned just now, KLCI climbed 0.88%. I think effectively recovering a good portion of yesterday's, of the previous session losses, right? As investors move back into the stock with the solid fundamentals. I think sentiment was notably boosted by the BNM decision to keep the OPR steady at 2.75%, which also provide some stability amid the global uncertainty. So we saw now that the banking leaders like CIMB, Public, Maybank as well, leading the charge, while the basic met and also oil-related sector also performed well thanks to the rising energy prices. So I think despite some of the profit-taking sector, such as utilities, right here. I think the overall market breadth was positive yesterday, as of yesterday, signaling cautious yet growing optimism was, I mean, as we head into the weekend, right? So in terms of day-to-day performance, most of the counter rebounded with only REITs, consumer, and also energy sector experience a pullback. So in terms of our Malaysia trading stocks, we have Vestax today. So the stock is on its pending breakout higher at this RM5 resistance level on a strong volume. So with that, we expect the momentum to keep bullish and the stock able to propel higher towards the RM5.25, followed by RM5.50 level. So if the stock to clear below RM4.75 support, this could reverse the course and trend lower. Also, next we have Powerwell Holdings. So the stock is experiencing a pending breakout as well at 65 cent level. So if the stock remain bullish, you expect the price to reach 70 cent, followed by 75 cent in the coming session with a high volume. Next, do keep an eye at this 60 cent level for any attempt at reversal. So we have two breakout stocks for today, BSX and also Powerwell Holdings. And lastly, for the FCPO, but it finished slightly higher on yesterday, rebounding from the 1 month high to close above this 4,200 level ringgit per ton. So the market rally is actually, I mean, it tracked the surging global crude oil prices, while the strong February import demand from India and shrinking Malaysian stockpiles provided additional bullish momentum as of yesterday. So for now, I think we do expect a firm movement or slightly volatile session as traders continue to price in the supply risk from the war and also the potential new biodiesel mandates in the region. Right, so I think I'll stop here and pass the floor to Iftaar. Thanks everyone and happy trading.
Hi, yeah, morning. Thanks, Aiman. So we have a basic material results wrap today. I'll start with Malayan cement first and then move on to press metal. Results recap. First half and cement beat our estimates as usual, ours and also straight estimates, and it has been going on for the past 7 to 8 quarters now. And moving forward, nothing much from management except that they are guiding for flattish ASPs. And moving forward, typically first half is the weaker quarter. So if this trend continues, then we should be seeing a further upside to the earnings. And moving on to press metal, FY25 was an all-time high for the companies for the company. However, post results, few houses have downgraded the stock to a neutral. We, however, are still very much positive on the stock, given that the copper prices are still very much strong. It's up 60% year on year, and copper prices and aluminium prices have a positive 0.9 correlation. And also on top of that, we have a weakening dollar, and weaker dollar also leads to a stronger aluminium prices. So based on our correlation, every 1% up, every 1% down in dollar will lead to a plus 0.7% up in aluminium prices. And thirdly, aluminium supply is still very much tight. As we know, the current conflict between in the Middle East, as a result of that, Qatar has stopped its aluminium supply, and as a result, aluminium prices have hit $3,300 per ton yesterday. and this is a multi-year high. So as such, precious metals share price has reacted positively yesterday. So moving forward, we are still very much positive on the stock. The fundamentals are very strong valuation wise. It's currently trading slightly above 3-year mean, and this is compelling in our view given the fact that prices are still very much high. Alumina, which is the cost of the aluminium, is still very steady. So this should translate to a stronger and better margins for precious metal. Yeah, I'll stop here and thank you so much, everyone. Happy trading, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye bye.